In the following System Center Operations Manager clip, Scott Lowe shows you how to create a service-level tracking object.
You've probably gotten used to this console by now. I want to tell you what we're going to do. You may remember earlier in this course, we created a distributed application that we called SCOM demo. This was the one where we grabbed a router and a network adapter and some other items, and we actually monitored the whole chain of the network and the software applications that make up the Operations Manager web console so we could monitor it just as a test. We're actually going to start monitoring this through a service level object now and making sure that it's maintaining a specific level of availability. Now, the distributed application sits here, and you can also see that we have the Operations Manager management group that sits there, plus a couple other things that are not monitored. We're going to go to the authoring space and choose service level tracking to add a new service level tracking object. So we'll right click service level tracking, and from the shortcut menu choose the create option. We're going to call this an SLA SCOM test, just so that we can kind of match it up with things, and click next. We have to decide what class of object we're going to target, and I'm going to choose the SCOM demo, and click next. Once we've decided what we're going to watch, we have to decide how we're going to watch it, and that's the whole point of the service level objective screen that you see here. I'm going to choose a monitor state service level objective. I could also choose a collection rule, which would collect statistics, but I'm not going to do that here. I want to show you monitor state because it's the most simplistic type we can create and gives you really the quickest, hey, here's how that works type overview. So we'll do a monitor state, and we're going to call this availability SCOM test. And we want to maintain 5 nines of uptime for the SCOM test. Now I'm doing that on purpose because it's not really going to show that probably, so that's okay. Now, you can decide how you want things to be counted as downtime. Every organization treats planned downtime and other things differently. Some organizations treat planned downtime as not going against the service level objective. Some organizations do charge planned maintenance against service level objective and will actually ding an organization for the more maintenance they have to do. We're going to just choose unplanned maintenance and planned maintenance. Let's just choose it all because I want you to see how this all works. And once you have decided what will be counted as downtime, click OK. So you can see here that we've got an availability service level objective that goes against SCOM demo, and it's going to be a monitor state with a 99.999% goal. And click next. Here's a summary page. And again, it's just going to kind of summarize everything you've selected. It's pretty easy. And then click finish. And it'll take it just a second, but it will then create this service level tracking object. And as you can see, a green check mark, as always, is good, and the service level tracking object has been saved successfully. And it'll show up here now. I'm going to create another one. I'm going to create a service level tracking object for the SCOM management group. Okay. So we have the Operations Manager management group. Click OK. And we'll just save this wherever the default is. I don't care about which management pack it goes into for now. You've seen how that works before. And we're going to create another monitor state SLO. And again, this will be availability. This time I only care about seeing 75% availability. And you'll see why. I want to show you one green and one red when we go over to the dashboard. And OK. So we have a monitor state availability for the SCOM group, Operations Manager management group, with a 75% uptime goal, which is pretty poor, by the way. Click next. As we saw before, there's a summary page, and click finish. And you'll then see that item also show up here in service level tracking. And that's all you're really going to see in the Operations Manager console with regard to service level tracking right now. Now, the next part of the process is to go over to SharePoint and add the service level tracking object to the dashboard. We'll now go over to the service level dashboard in SharePoint and add the service level tracking object to the dashboard. So we'll go into the product. And we'll go to Site Actions, Edit Page. And as you can see, these items that we created over in Operations Manager automatically appear over in Windows SharePoint Services on the service level dashboard. I will warn you, it can take up to 10 minutes for these to appear. I did wait for a little bit of time between creating them in Operations Manager and coming over and looking at them in the service level dashboard. So if you come over and it says there's nothing here, be patient, refresh the page, go back in, go get a cup of coffee, go get lunch, any number of things you could do. But wait for a few minutes and then come back and they will appear. Now what you see here are the service levels that you can put in place. These are the ones that we created over in Operations Manager. I want to show both of them on the screen. You can change the dashboard refresh from anywhere from 0 minutes, which is no refresh, to 1,440 minutes, which is a lot. You can have a dashboard default view of how much time, what's going to show you on the screen. Do you want it to show you, it's really self-explanatory. The week to date, the last 60 days of activity, 30 days, 7 days, what have you. And then how you aggregate the data, hourly or daily. This isn't a huge deal, but it does slightly change the statistics, so decide how you need to show the data. Then you click the Apply Filter button. And just like magic, things start to happen. I'm going to close edit mode. And it can take it a minute to start grabbing data. I'm going to pause the video for a minute while this refreshes, then we'll come back. What I actually did is I changed the refresh period to 60 minutes, which I should have just done before. Or not the refresh period, but the data gathering period. And you can see that down here, that things have changed a little bit. Now, I want to show you what you're seeing here at the bottom of the screen. You're seeing that we had 100% performance on the SLA up until it went downhill. So this will actually show you, for the period you've selected, a graph representation of exactly what the SLA has done. That can be a pretty powerful tool. What's more telling is that you have one green and one red SLA. Red SLAs are bad for business, so you want to take care of those. And the other thing you'll notice is that the red SLA is highlighted. When the only SLA that's all in one color like this, red, is the one you have selected. If I choose the other one, it goes green, and it's just to make it easier to see. Let's look at this green one for a second. It tells you what it's doing, the management group, and what the target is. Down here, it tells you that it's looking for availability, and that the average has to be over 75%. While the average, as you can see here, is 100%. So this service level objective is doing very, very well. If we go here, however, it's not doing so well. We're looking for 99.999% on this particular availability metric, and we're only seeing 83.333%. That's off by a factor of, what is that, 16.666? Yeah, I guess. But it's bad because it's in the red zone. So, but you can see immediately that there's an issue. Now, if you've decided to monitor more than one item, if you remember back to the service level objective that you created in Operations Manager, you could add multiple monitors. Those would all appear here. So, that's how the service level dashboard operates.
For more information regarding this course, please feel free to contact us at support@trainsignal.com or call us at 888-229-5055. We'd love to hear from you.